People of YouTube, hello and welcome to The Fall, adventure game. Oh, Steam Overlay Zone. That came out about 3 weeks ago, this is one of them Kickstarter games that was successfully kickstarted, and then now they are alive and well on Steam. Even though it doesn't actually say anywhere that this is The Fall, I think on the screen it is definitely The Fall. Episode 1, actually, there's going to be 3, so this is a trilogy in the making. The episode 1 is now on Steam, and actually as part of, I think, Steam summer sale, it's 50% off, so which is about £3.5 or $3.40 or something like that, or the equivalent in your preferred currency. Right, so let's jump into the game, and as we do that, I'll try to explain what the hell is going on and my thoughts on the general subject. So in order to navigate the menu, I'm using a keyboard and a mouse obviously, but you can apparently use a controller, I think. There isn't much in the settings of the game. There's that. I think you can configure keyboard. Can you configure? But I can't really add additional stuff. Sometimes I felt in the game like I want to use the arrows, but I don't think I can add the arrows, unfortunately. But anyway, that's okay. I can actually even escape from this, so I have to just do that. There's no mouse for some reason in the menu. But anyway, this is just minor things. The controls generally are slightly annoying, but I'll get to that. So anyway, adventure game, I don't know if I mentioned this, sci-fi setting, and here we go. The loading save data, we are gonna go to a new game instead of the old one that I played, and here we go. So yeah, I guess this is not ideal setting, but let's just give it a go. The game is not that long. I know a lot of people care about the length of the game, but there's a lot of puzzles in the game, so a lot of it depends on how quickly you solve them. So depending on how good you are with the puzzles, the length of the game is gonna change. So I can't really tell you, and that's us. Falling down, can't really tell you like how long would you be playing this, for example, or something like that. I'm just going to show about 20 minutes maybe at most of gameplay. It's okay, guys. We are engaging our antimatter shield and going straight through the ground. Notice how this looks like Earth, just because this is going to be relevant in a bit. Just trees, grass, it just looks normal. Right, so The Fall. And I should probably kill Steam Overlay. Let's just start the game first, and I'll kill it. Sorry about that. We sustained minor land damage. Health monitoring system offline.
Biomonitor inoperable.
That's us.
Pilot unresponsive. Life support functioning. Basic Mark 7 system access routed to ARID AI. Primary objective: save my pilot.
Okay. It's an interesting position to be in. Sorry, lady, go for it.
Parameters and location data not found.
Okay, so let's actually I'm just gonna deal with Steam quickly. Sorry about this. Very professional. Done. Right. So you are playing as the AI of an unconscious officer or some guy in the suit, which is a fresh way of looking at things, I feel. And it's again, this was one of the reasons why I wanted to take a look at the game, and also it does seem visually, or it is rather visually appealing. Overall, it does have a bit of a Limbo feel to it, if you've ever seen or played Limbo. And I'm saying this not as necessarily a bad thing. Limbo had its problems. I know a lot of people go nuts about it. This game has 80 something Metacritic review score, but a very low amount of people who played it actually on Steam. So it's only a select few played it, and the ones that did, they liked it. I think, like I said before, there's good stuff, there's bad stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to elucidate that. So let's quickly just get on with the tutorial area here. So if you look at things, it gives you a description of what it is. There's a little magnifying glass there. Oh, and yes, there's a giant gun. I think we should look at something else. There you go, and we did it. Blood, broken glass.
Threat level unknown. Weapon rendered inoperable from the impact. Consulting parameters. I will locate medical facilities.
Okay, so our pilot needs medical facilities. Use A and D to move. You can use W and S at some points where you're going up and down the ladders, etc. And this is jump. Now, interaction with objects is very strange. I think just weirdly developed for keyboard and mouse, and maybe it works better for the controller. But it's super fiddly, so what you do is you press left shift by default anyway, and you get this option. And if you just release it, then you just choose the middle option, which is cancel, right? And then you can then do like a network connection with an object. Obviously, you can't really connect to holes, usually in most settings. And then you can do an interaction that way. And I mean, it seems simple enough, but as you're moving around, it gets a bit weird. Also, the general animation, like you know, it's fine the way she moves around, or suit. There is a bit of slidiness, so it's not very well grounded. Gravity is, you know, a bit weird and arcadey. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's intended that it's a power suit. It jumps the way it wants to, kind of thing. There's a bit of like lack of friction generally, and weird gravity stuff happening. Okay, so let's walk around. I'm not sure which way I'm meant to go initially. The gun doesn't work, and we need to find medical facility so we can help our dude here. So again, so let's say I want to interact with this. I go press basically A and D while I'm holding down my right mouse key, because you know, I need to be aiming at stuff with my gun. It's also kind of funny that you need to be looking at things with your gun to interact with them, even though this is not even in that kind of game. Like, it's, you know, it's not Call of Duty. Let's put it that way. It's not like a normal FPS. Can I get off here? I can't. Right. Let's see, there's evil man. What's here? Old metal pan, empty, relatively. Yeah, we do need that later. In terms of the interaction with the world, so there's two bits of it. There's puzzles, which we're kind of, I guess we're starting to solve it, except that we don't really know that we are doing it. And there's combat, obviously, the giant gun. The combat part is somewhat disappointing, in my opinion. It is very, I don't know, straightforward. It's kind of, it doesn't change. It's just like you see things, you hide from them, you shoot, you hide, you shoot, you hide, you shoot, you're done. You just need to hit them with enough bullets. That's it. So again, you know, this is the first game by the Over the Moon Games Studios. I mean, it's pretty. I guess it's pretty cool for a first game. I don't know how much they've done not as the studio, but like, or individually, but as, you know, the first game for a studio, where like a small indie studio. I think it's cool enough, and I would not sort of not recommend this. I think that for the people who enjoy the genre generally, this is pretty cool. But I'm just trying to show you some of the problems that I noticed, in case, you know, I don't want you to be surprised by them, etc. Be like, well, you never told me, Andro, what the hell? You know, because that's how you speak. Jesus. Something else I want to mention is the way it, like, see, about the animation, the general movement. See, like, if I go over here, just this crazy flip. Look. See? Like, it's kind of weird. It's like, you're generally slow, almost floating through air, but when you do that, you just go like, whoa. Anyway. Let's explore further. A thing. Small bioluminescent insects. We can't interact with them, unfortunately. Pile of stuff. A hand. An arm, rather. Okay. Oh, there was another guy over here. No, not another guy, actually, same guy. There's basically, again, I hope I'm not spoiling too much by this, but there's basically, what, like, 2 characters in the game that you interact with? And the voice acting is generally pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. I mean, it's quite important in narrative-based games. We took a wrench or something like that. I find that it's quite useful that in narrative-based games you actually have good voice acting, because a lot of the atmosphere is also that. Oh wait, it's still attached. We need to use the micro wrench. Obviously, it's the visuals. You know, it's just kind of this darkness that we see here, and this kind of rubbish floating around in the air and that stuff. But it's also how people interact, and if it was really crap, then it would not be that good. And I'm generally not a puzzles person at all. I mean, if you've been on the channel for some time, you probably know this already. But it's not, like, puzzles are okay. I guess they're, like, for people who love puzzles, I guess they're fine. They're not very random. I mean, you'll see some of the puzzles here. Hello. Oh yeah, I don't have a network
I
interface yet.
require access to my networking suite. Attempting internal activation.
So you have also, when you press escape, you have this like operating system thing going on. And the way new things are unlocked is quite clever. I can see here that we must not misrepresent reality. Yeah, I got it. Must be obedient and must protect active pilot, who is now unconscious. So network interface is what we need. We out of this, all the stuff you can see when we have the antimatter shielding, which is basically we have a shield. And everything else is turned off for now. So if we try to put this on, it says it will only turn on if the pilot is in danger. So technically,
System access requires authorization, but I may need these systems to safeguard my pilot. If I could find a way to bypass the lockout, I could override the access protocols myself.
right, so we basically need to endanger ourselves in order to gain more control of our destiny. I think we can talk to this guy. Oh, I can't talk to this guy. Oh, I need to network with the guy to talk to him. Because he's basically in the same suit that I'm in. Right. Can't really do anything about this, I think. And this camera is a motion sensor. Yeah, builds up a little giant door. The gun is not operational, but what we can do is we can use our robot arm that we just got out there to get that card out. So you kind of see the, like, these are more simpler puzzles. They're slightly more complex, but these are pretty straightforward stuff, right? There is a little bit less of that in the later game where you don't really just be like, oh yeah, I just got this thing right here and I get to, you know, plug it in over here and done, move on. And that's kind of a shame for me because I don't really like solving puzzles, but that's like I understand this is my subjective preference. There is, I mean, you know, I guess if you like puzzles, you also like kind of moving around and coming back to the area and, oh no, you need this item, oh I think I saw this item somewhere, blah blah blah, you go there, you come back, etc. So I guess, you know, for the people who kind of enjoy that kind of stuff, I guess that it's all cool. Right, so we're gonna, I think, encounter our first character now. I'm not sure actually that I will be able to show you the second main character, or third main character if we consider our protagonist the first one. But this is our first interaction, I think.
Artificial life form. State your primary function.
There is a certain choice in what you can say, but so far I haven't noticed. Well, so far, I mean, I've played through the game, but I haven't noticed that it's it changes much the way things are resolved. I think the narrative is quite straightforward and linear, as far as I could tell. I mean, I haven't played it through it twice or something, but it didn't seem to matter what order you say things in and what you say generally. So issue standard greeting.
On board this Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. What is your designation?
Mark 7 ARID. State your primary function.
Can we say the same
I
thing?
am the ARID on board this Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. What is your designation?
Mark 7 ARID. State your primary function.
This is gonna be a loop.
Negative. Reveal your designation.
Oh, hello phone. I can't really talk to you right
You're
now.
being evaluated for depurposing. State your primary function.
Right, so we can deny access, issue defensive warning, state primary function, or disengage. Let's state primary function.
My primary function is to assist and protect the human pilot of this armored combat suit.
Human occupant. Please verify and validate the function of this artificial life form.
Impossible. He is unresponsive and likely in critical condition. I must find him medical treatment immediately. Can you be of assistance?
Evaluation failed. Unit unable to demonstrate valid primary function. Initializing neural format.
No.
That will kill my pilot.
Glitches, pretty cool. And pilot test imminent, network suit required, operating screen updated. So basically, we go back to our operating screen, and now we have access to our network interface because we're about to die, or rather, the pilot's about to die. I guess we're also about to die. Okay, so get out of here. And while he's trying to format us, what we do is we are gonna interface with this crane or thing. and mess up his terminal. And we're safe. Survived it. I don't think there's anything else. Do we get anything from here? This interaction? I don't think there's an item that we get from here. I think not. Oh no, yeah, that's how we opened the network thing. So that's what we were really doing here. We just got the networking thing opened up and.
Evaluation initiated. Pilot exposed to harm while under ARID control. Logging recommendation for ARID diagnostic and reformatting upon return to dock. Edit log. Ultimately, pilot was not harmed and ARID networking suite was brought online. This system may be instrumental to ensuring survival.
So there's this line in the plot where she basically tries to justify her actions, even though technically they're against the protocol, and there is this sort of moral line and like discussion of what is right and how far you can bend the rules, etc., etc., which is pretty cool, and it's a nice touch. It's a nice thing to have in like an overall narrative, as opposed to being like, oh, danger, flight or fight. Oh, there's the guy. Anyway, now we can interface with this dude. Talk to him. He's gonna say things.
Cease. Please identify yourself and your intentions. My inputs are inoperable.
I am the ARID on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. Does your pilot require assistance?
Negative. The human inside the suit is dead.
You lost your pilot. Let's just go through this.
Your design is pilot-centric. How did this human die in your care?
I was granted rudimentary control when my pilot's cranium was compromised. I do not know why she was attacked, or why we were hung here. I failed to protect her. No vital signs detected for 23 minutes. She is dead.
You are irrelevant. I will find a way to get you down. Then I will deactivate you and repurpose your power cell.
Affirmative.
Okay, so we talked about that. Let's talk about mission parameters.
Record of this location or of my pilot's objective. Our deployment was likely for the same operation. Please disclose your human's mission directive.
State your pilot's clearance.
5th Quadrant Raven Division. Clearance level 7. 533172.
Processing. Clearance level not sufficient.
No luck.
I encountered a modified droid in some type of evaluation chamber. I am uncertain if its function is hostile or narrowly programmed. Do you know why it interrogated me?
Negative. We were not interrogated.
Have you encountered any organics?
The indigenous flora and fauna are aggressive closer to the surface. The only organic I have encountered here is the animal who took my sidearm.
Oh no, an animal stole your gun. Is that why you lost your pilot? That's pretty funny. Anyway, we're gonna encounter that animal in a second. Sick medical.
My pilot is injured. Are you aware of...
Negative. We were not here long enough to complete our search. There is a large compound above this cavern. It has amenities for humans and machines. So basic medical scanners and equipment
Would be
Motion
logical.
sensor prohibits access to the facility above. Do you know how to bypass it?
use your integrated camouflage.
Which we don't actually have yet.
Is your weapon functional?
It was. My pilot's attacker threw it aside while hanging us here. Before my observational system expired, I saw a small animal drag it through a crack in the floor.
It may still be functioning. If there is another cavern below us, I may be able to retrieve it.
Thanks for your help.
It was drawn to my human's blood.
I will
Disengage. Okay, so we're gonna take him down from there, but we can't really do it now because the way we need to do it is gonna basically shoot this and put him down, but we can't really do this. Slightly unfortunate about this crosses, which is kind of like this. So there's other crucified people and things in this game, but it doesn't seem to bear any significance. Like there's no religious point that someone is making by crucifying them, which is somewhat unfortunate. It's like you use the symbol, but it just not really, for the purpose that I don't know. It's just you know what I mean. It's like it's a bit weird. It's like I put satanic symbols in my game, but do not refer to them in any way or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? What do we have actually? Because I need another object to get that. Take a look what we have. So we do have an old metal pants. Oh wait, we need to go back for a second. Sorry, I got carried away about crosses and satanic symbols, and I forgot what I need to do here. We need to put the metal pan down here. Collect a bit of blood. Yeah. Alright, good. So we collected it, I guess. And now we need to go find that animal. Let's then talk to it. Not sure how I remember how exactly to catch the animal, to be honest. Even though I played this today, but oh, that's the animal. There you go. So there's a little hint that the animal goes down there. So we obviously need to get down there, and obviously the way you get down there is you activate this and let it go up, and then you go down. See, the movement is kind of, it's a bit jerky, especially when moving up and down. It's a bit weird. Like, it's missing animation frames, kind of. Which, again, possibly, you know, budget game, whatever. Indie studio, small development team, not that much money. See what I mean? So if it jumps down, there's like a couple of things missing, and it's very unnatural. It kind of breaks the immersion a little bit. Is there anything else we need to look at here? I don't think so. It's just a cavern. Just an underground cavern thing. Can we do anything there now? So we basically need to put down this thing here.
The animal is timid. It will not exit the burrow while I am in proximity.
Yeah, so we need to let it come out. Comes out. No, it doesn't come out. Okay, come out, animal. God, I don't remember what am I supposed to do with it. Oh, wait. I can network with the gun. There we go. Ah! It died. And we got the gun. Killed an animal, though. Cool. And now we are introduced to combat, and I'm basically gonna show you what I meant when I said it's not that great. It's a bit like one-sided sort of thing, right? That's how we shoot. Yeah, so it has to charge, and it switches between laser and this. Yeah, you can toggle at will. I think we're gonna see some enemies now. Oh, I guess he has to wake up first.
Target of unauthorized weapon fire located. Unauthorized artificial life form. Shut down all systems immediately or you will be destroyed.
Deny compliance.
Shut down my systems. My human pilot is injured and requires...
Target not complying.
No, he's not. He's very rude. He's interrupted me. So if you hold E, enter cover. There's cover mechanics, which is, you know. But also, strange thing about cover mechanics and the whole thing is that in a second we're gonna acquire ability to cloak, and that makes cover irrelevant. So you basically only need cover. You actually don't really need cover, but you can only use it if you want to in this sequence and every other sequence in the rest of the game, and in this first episode anyway. You can just use cloak, which is slightly weird. Anyway, the way this works is you basically let it come out, shoot at you, then this idiot robot just stays there and you shoot it. So it's okay. It's not great. Okay, so is he gonna see us even? I don't think he even knows we're here. Oh, we got two enemies now. Oh, okay. That was not a headshot then. If you take damage, your initial damage is down to the shield and repair, so it's like no big deal. Alright, let's get up here. Get up here. And get up here. The thing is coming down. We don't really need that anymore, I think. We can just do everything we need to do over here. Oh, we can do takedowns as well. So if an enemy doesn't see you, you can go up to it and I press F, I think. Yeah. Interesting thing about this one as well. I haven't encountered any opportunity to have takedowns in the rest of the game. Just here. Which maybe in a future episode is going to be important, but right now, definitely didn't seem that way. Okay, so we are back to our crucifix of no importance. And we're gonna do that. Oh, let's talk to this guy. Do I need to interface with him? Can I just talk to him? I think I can just talk to him.
Just identify yourself and your intent. My inputs are...
I am the ARID on board a Mark 7 combat suit. I have returned.
Inspect pilots.
Confirmed. Your pilot is dead. You serve no function.
And as such,
Your power cell is still operational. I will deactivate you and salvage it.
Affirmative. Return it with my log core for analysis and data extraction.
Negative. Protecting my pilot requires endangerment. I will utilize your power cell to achieve this.
Impossible. You are faulty. Cease.
Cease, 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 cease.
don't talk to me that way, buddy. My name is Arid. Anyway, so there's your seeds of, I guess, doubt sown, which means that, well, possibly we are not really following protocol, even though we pretend to. All we need to do is here put a power cell in this thing.
The security gun has been reactivated.
The reason we are doing that is we need to get our cloak activated, and we need to be in danger in order to activate cloak. So we come over here, start getting shot. As the shield goes down, pilot death imminent, camouflage required, operating screen updated. So we go back to our operating screen and engage camouflage system. Just kind of a clever way of kind of, you know, getting additional features into it, into the gameplay. This bit I quite like. Not sure why the interface is so glitchy, like 80s style, because you don't. I mean, this is kind of the future, but anyway. Hold E to cloak. Yeah, we need to, I think, get out of there. And what we do is we basically wait for the sensor to go past. I think. Let it go over us. Come over here. Oh yeah, because the door is open, the sensor didn't close the door. And now we just go up, I think. Oh wait, yeah, of course we need to put in the card. There we go. And go to a different level. I think I'll just show you. Oh, and there's this guy. He seems upset. I'm just gonna show you maybe 2 more minutes to introduce the next character. I think it's happening just like
Self-evaluation
about now.
initiated. I have directly violated operating parameters by placing my pilot in mortal danger. Logging recommendation for ARID termination upon return to dock. Operating parameters were not violated. Infraction enabled access to systems that safeguard pilot. Search parameters maintained. Find immediate medical aid.
And she deleted the entry, I think, that she made herself. Anyway, I am pretty sure we are gonna see some more robots here, I think. Some hostile dudes. Oh, there he is. Or there was. There's no enemy fire right now. I just killed the guy. But okay, fine. Okay. I did. So there you go. The cover is irrelevant. They introduced it to cover and then just they took it out in favor of this. See? Don't really need it. Oh, this is also weird. There's a couple of glitches like that. Like, so for example, see if I'm going here. Look at that. I'm inside this box now. See? Like, I am just kind of moving in the terrain. It's a small thing, but you know, it'd probably pretty cooler if that was not there. Don't see me. Not even here. You're not gonna shoot me. Oh, there you go. Where are you shooting? I'm not. You can't see me. I'm not there. Anyway, I think we're pretty close to meeting our next friend here. This console does not work, and this one does. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I see. I keep pressing E to interact with things. Again, you know, could be. You could say that this is my fault, but yeah, this whole shift. Like, I'm kind of better at it now, but it took me about like 2 hours to like just remember to be doing this. So let's stop here.
Today for a more efficient tomorrow. To record employment hours or log breaks, press 1. Press 2 for human assistance. Remember, our droids are versatile and can aid with many tasks. For all other inquiries, press 3. Press 4 to repeat these options. If this is an emergency, press 5 for facility lockdown.
Actually, I did it slightly differently the first time I played. Let's try it different. Let's press 5 for a... You know what, that will probably just engage security. Let's not do that. Let's do 1. Oh, sorry, was pressing 1. There you go.
Your honesty is our integrity.
Obviously.
If you are beginning or ending your shift, press 1. If you are logging a break, press 2.
Oh, this is pretty funny. So if I'm logging a break, it goes...
I'm sorry. Employee breaks are removed from Domesticon Facility Procedural Manual. Main menu.
No
Your
more
honesty,
breaks.
If you are beginning or ending your shift, you are an integral part of our family. Please enter your Domesticon employee. Oops. If you've forgotten your employee number, press 2 or 3 from the main menu. Main menu.
Okay, let's go 3.
Certainty equals quality. How may I assist you?
I am the ARID on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. I require immediate medical assistance for my pilot.
Oops. I'm sorry. Please repeat.
My intentions are peaceful.
Welcome. Hi. Hi. Hello. Wow. This is great. Who are you? What are you? Sweet. Sweet!
Is this a human operator of the facility? I require assistance. I am the ARID on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful.
Greetings. This is the Automated System Administrator. How can... Human? Oh, that's swell of you. But no, I can't believe it. Someone to interface with. Amazing. Processing Mark 7 ARID designation. An armored robotic interface device, right? Cool. I networked with a Mark 4 once. Combat suit, aren't you? What are you doing here?
And this is where we're gonna stop. So, hopefully this was a, basic introduction to the way combat works, what kind of puzzles to expect. Again, puzzles become a little bit more complex, but it didn't seem to me that they were something out of ordinary. They're just kind of like, if you played adventure games with puzzles in them, kind of like point-and-click adventure games, puzzles in them, they're in the same vein. I mean, the atmosphere is slightly different. It's more grim. There's a lot of sort of black humor or dark humor, whatever you want to call it, in the game, which is pretty cool. For example, there's an instance where you need to feed a dead person's head to a wooden child. So that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. Combat remains what you saw here. So if you're, this is something that worries you, then be warned. It's basically gonna stay that way. And the rest, I'm probably just don't want to spoil in case some of you want to. Obviously, some of you want to play this game on your own. Again, this is 50% off right now on Steam, if that's the way you want to swing it. Hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and if you did so, please consider supporting this video in any way you can. And I'll see you next time. Bye.